Time to go.
Let's burn this breeze.
Once the traveler shows up, everything will get better.
Hey, Auroron, over here!
Oh, hey there, traveler in Paimon.
So you were looking for us? We came as soon as we heard.
You did? That makes me feel...
The heck? Where is this coming from?
You are truly the best friends I could ask for. If my vegetables...
What makes you say...
Well, it's a compliment. I heard that complimenting people makes them happy. It's that obvious, huh? Well, you're right. I feel like an aphid who can't find a fly. Yes, Granny's a genius, as you know. Geniuses often stand in the way of others, and on top of that, I'm her grandson. Which means if that sounds serious, it's because it is.
Oh, what happened exactly? You make it sound so...
I had to get you involved. Most people... Exactly. You were the first person I thought of, Gramps is what I called you when we first met. And I know I got told off for it, but please, let me off. It feels like there's something unique about you. Even Granny Seatlali treats you like you're someone special. And if I had a woven scroll that listed the 40 people who can deal with Granny Seatlali, your name would be at the...
Wait, so... who are these other...
Also the Traveler. The rest of the list is just the Traveler 39 more times. Please, you've got to help me. This is... Although it looks like I'm just hanging around with nothing to do, inside, I'm distraught about the path ahead. But now that you're here, I can start moving again, before time runs out. You know how much Granny loves to drink, nap, and read light novels, right? If you offer her what...
You mean use those things as bait to distract her so she won't know...
That's right. Don't worry, I won't make you do all the work. I've planned it all out, including what you need to say. Oh, dear Granny, I have the latest volume of Mirage Warriors here, along with the special edition. She'll pretend not to be interested for a few seconds, then think of an excuse to say yes. As long as you're the...
He's just trying to butter you up. Even Paimon can tell. He's just saying...
No, I mean it. Granny might not say it out loud, but I can tell she...
If you say so. Paimon's still not convinced. But if all we have to do...
It's as easy as watering vegetables, and if my vegetables were here, they'd... Sorry, just trust me. Let me take you to her. With you here, Huh?
What's the matter?
It's Granny. She's gone. She was standing there at the cave entrance to stop me from going in. Standing...
Oh, you meant literally standing in your way.
Granny says it's tacky when light novels use contrived metaphors. I don't...
Wait, but aren't you comparing yourself to a...
What? Oh, darn it.
Yeah, see, Lolly probably figured there was no point standing in your way anymore. Auroron, whatever it is you...
I don't think it'll be that simple. Granny wouldn't release me from her grasp so easily. She might have laid a trap for me, or maybe when I get inside, I'll get caught by one of her surveillance spells.
Yeah, let alone lay a trap for you. Unless... you haven't been up to no good...
I just want to rescue someone, and Granny won't let me.
Rescue someone? Oh no, what happened?
Could I ask you to go inside and take a look at him? I think he should be safe for now, but...
But then... what are you...
I'll have to wait outside, or I might fall into one of Granny's traps.
You mean you want us to fall into her traps instead?
No, you'll be fine. Granny's traps will recognize it's the Traveler. Sure it is. I mean, I've told my aphids all about your heroic deeds, so I assume Granny...
You can't just assume that.
Either way, I'm counting on you, Gramps.
Well, its life is at stake, so we should probably head... Guess we just keep following this path? Auroron seemed pretty confident that Citlali's traps won't harm us. But still... Whew! We made it in without a hitch. Maybe Citlali's traps can Wait! Look! There's someone there! Hi! Are you okay? Can you hear us? Is he asleep? Or sick? Do you think this is the guy or... Also, what the heck's been going on here? Lots of could be. Let's get Auroron and...
Sorry, Granny.
All grown up now, are we?
I'm truly sorry.
Now that you're one of the 6 heroes, you think you can do as you please. Well, explain yourself, you dummy. How exactly were you thinking of...
Auroron! And, Haze?
Huh? Huh? Oh, drat. I wasn't expecting them. And now the Traveler probably caught me yelling... Hello there, you two. We were just, Aurora, you know, acting out some scenes from a light novel, quoting the lines. I didn't actually...
Huh? Yes, that's right. I owe you an apology too, Traveler. I asked you for help, but I forgot to watch my back and Granny caught me.
So what are you two up to exactly? Did something happen to this poor guy?
Yeah. Leela's his name. He got into some trouble. It's a kind of spell that lets your spirit leave your body, so you can access secret knowledge. You know what a medium is, right? You've probably come across them in novels. Leela's problem is his spirit has gotten lost and can't find its way back to his body.
So in other words, his body's here, but his soul...
Well, technically the soul and the spirit aren't quite the same thing, but yes, in an...
I just wanted to help bring Leela's spirit back.
And I wouldn't have stopped him if it was anyone else. But the issue is, Mr. Leela here...
What's a spirit duffer?
Someone with no spiritual sensitivity whatsoever. Spirit duffers can't sense or control spirits, much less use... Now, there are certain methods that can force even spirit duffers into a clairvoyant state. The spells of the Masters of the Nightwind are all based on dealing with spirits. And so are all our problem-solving methods. So, if they get into trouble trying to use a spell...
Yes, there is. As long as the soul is involved, I should be able to...
You hear that? No prizes for guessing what Auroron's bright idea...
Oh, because of your special constitution, right? But isn't it kind of risky?
I'll be fine. Granny's just worrying too much. I'm feeling fine now, so I should be able to do it safely. Besides...
Don't kid yourself. What happens if it's not as safe as you're hoping, We both know you'll risk it all to try and rescue him anyway.
This is a tricky one. It's true that Auroron could be self-sacrificing to a fault, but it's also true that Citlali tends to worry too much.
You're darn right Granny Eatsley's got a plan.
Huh? You do?
Wait, really? You actually know a way to save him?
Yes. I mean, it's a crude solution. Anyway, Traveler, I was actually going to ask for your help on this.
Oh, great! Well, it's a good thing Auroron brought us here then.
I intend to use a two-pronged approach. The first is the See the thing I've drawn around Leela's body? That's a gateway to the Night Kingdom. Once the gateway is activated, all roaming spirits in the area will be drawn to it. I'll lend you some of my power like last time, so you can use my clairvoyance. It only works if you use... Don't worry, this time nothing can go wrong. You'll just feel like you're in the Night Kingdom, and you'll see a lot of roaming. You can leave a roar on to sift through them and find Leela. Since he wants to help, so draw him back, using what I know about the instincts of spirits. As we all know, if we can find out what mystery Leela wanted to learn the truth of, we can use that to draw. I'll do some clairvoyance of my own, and channel it through Leela's body.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets it now. The first approach is like fishing with a net, and the second...
Your point would have been just as clear without the example,
What? Don't think I won't revisit this later.
But Granny, it's amazing that you can use a person as a clairvoyance medium. I always thought you had to use inanimate objects.
You can't flatter your way out of this one. But you're not wrong. A person without a spirit is just a physical traveler. Just over there is my spirit loom, which will record the fragments I see during clairvoyance. Let me know when you're ready. We should get to work. Are you ready? Don't worry, the spirit... I know this is your...
Oh, the woven scroll is ready. This looks like a
Huh? It's Sanhaj Kampore.
Huh? You mean that Sanhaj? Auroran's ancient...
That's right. He was not only one of the 6 heroes, but also a legendary border master.
Border Master is an honorable title, by the way. It's only
No, not like me. The most powerful border masters can expand the border. I'm no amateur with border spells. But Sanhaj is... They say his border mastery was what turned the tide in the Battle of the Mare Javari 500 years ago. Legend has it that Sanhaj
Whoa, he must have been...
Of course, it came at a great price. As far as I understand, both Sanhaj and I don't know what Leela was thinking. Even I'd think twice before seeking out Sanhaj Kampore during clairvoyance. So what? I'm starting to feel like something else is at play here. I think... Yep, you can keep gathering the roaming spirits. That won't be affected. Hopefully you... But before that, it looks like we now have another problem on our hands. Traveler, if you've got some time, could you go and get them to pipe down a bit?
It's fine. I can handle that.
Oh no, you're staying right here, mister. The Traveler has enough to do already without coming.
Alright then. Sorry, Traveler. Over to you, I guess.
Yeah, don't sweat it! The most important thing right now is getting...
Alright, I'm heading out. See... everyone.
Ah, Granny.
So, no good news.
You saw right through me. The Traveler collected a lot of spirits, and I checked all of them one by one. None of them matches Leela.
I figured. It was written all over your face.
Leela's condition is still stable, but we're not really getting anywhere.
Well, luckily, I made some progress on my end. Leela's parents told me that he made a new friend recently. And apparently, he's been out of the... On one occasion, they secretly followed him and saw him and his friend Yeah, some guy who goes by the name Kokuchu, dressed in what...
Is this really all I'll need, Mr. Kokachu?
Based on my studies of the ancient texts, hypersensitivity is you. Now, for a poor chap like yourself with no sensitivity to spirits what...
Is it risky?
You're the spirit duffer, not me. I'm sure you're more clued up than I am on the potential consequences of...
All right, but I do have one last question. People like me obviously don't have much clout in this tribe, so it's not like I can offer you much in
You think I'm looking for a reward? Oh, my good sir.
What? What's...
Just a friendly guy who's...
What? So some random guy from Inazuma just felt like helping.
Hypersensitization therapy, huh? What a novel idea. Could that...
Not on Leela by the looks of things.
It's anything but novel. Our tribe used to offer it as a treatment once upon a time. But as for this Kokuchu fellow, I'm sure he has his own agenda. He conveniently disappeared right after Leela's parents gave me the address of the camp, so I went and checked it out. There were clear traces of spiritual energy.
What's this?
A broken shard. Probably from a weapon or some sort of... You feel that? It might look old, but it has extremely strong traces of spiritual energy. Leela must have used this as his medium. It would definitely explain how a...
Wait, there's something else. It feels so familiar. I think this is somehow connected to my...
Connected how? Is it like a shard of an ancient?
No, more like... I think this item might have belonged to a previous bear...
Okay, that's it. Granny's getting itchy clairvoyance fingers. I'm going...
Cool, same as last time? The Traveler can use the spirit loom to record what you find.
Nope. Auroron can...
Why?
It's a safety measure. You have a better understanding of the spirit domain than the Traveler. If this really is a Sanhaj relic, you'll be...
Ah, see, Paimon? Told you Granny has a soft spot for the Traveler. Look at her now. Meanwhile, I'm just a grandkid, so I'm expendable.
Hey, what are you blabbing?
Sorry, Granny. I'm ready now.
Then let us begin.
Alright, what's on the scroll this time? Looks like a...
Hey, don't you think one of the pieces looks just like this shard?
You're right! It seems to be from the body.
I saw a bow just like this in one of Granny's scrolls.
Yes, it's the weapon Sanhaj used in the Battle of the Mare Javari. I guess that proves...
Good old Sanhaj. The relic's spiritual energy was fluctuating very strongly, but I wasn't in any danger at all. The Traveler probably would have been...
Now that's a true hero, huh? Generations later and the...
I still think there's more to this story, though. Kokuchu must have had his own motives
Well? Okay, we saw the full bow just now, right? Maybe he...
I don't know if he'd have anything to gain by doing that. Even if they're Sanhaj relics, I still doubt he...
Also, why use a spirit duffer in that case? You're basically setting yourself up for...
Huh? Leela's body is responding!
Let me take a look. I can sense a spirit being drawn to the relic.
Looks like Granny's plan is working. Leela's spirit is being drawn to the bait.
In that case, let me try again. This time using both Leela's body and the...
You can do it, Granny. I'm ready to go too.
You got the itch too, huh?
Yes, Auroron went last time. It's only fair to...
Fine by me. We know it's...
All right, if you insist. Be my guest. Just let me know when you... You ready? All right.
Another image has appeared. This one is...
A map? Of where?
Could it be the Mare Javari?
The Mare Javari?
The Mare Javari was reduced to a desolate wasteland after that big battle. Or rather, it became known as the Mare. The ashes of the monsters and warriors who fought there covered the entire battlefield. Sometimes, bone-chilling cry. That place is full of untold dangers and mysteries. Over the centuries, the finest adventurers have tried to prove themselves. That lasted up until around 20 or 30 years ago, when strange things started happening. People started speaking of an enormous dark creature and then, shortly after that, the whole region just completely disappeared.
What? How the heck?
I know, right? Anyway, if I'm not mistaken, the place indicated on this map is where it used to be before it disappeared, at the westernmost part of Natlan. It's a very remote location, far away from any of the tribes. Anyway, that's just what I've heard. I've never been there myself. This is what age does to you. The older you get, the less adventure.
That's just an excuse. Granny?
Hold on a second. There's a spirit approaching the shard and the woven scroll.
Oh, Leela's body is responding again!
Quite a strong reaction this time. Does this mean—
I sense it too. There's a soul nearby. Almost a complete one.
This is creeping Paimon out!
Seems like the plan is working.
So, can we just wake him up?
Not today. You might think bringing a spirit back into its body is like pouring water from one bottle. I need to borrow a ceremonial sword and make some other preparations. It'll take me about— but don't worry. Now that his spirit's returned, there's just one step left. Let's meet up again in— Greetings again, everyone.
See, Lolly, you're here!
I got the ceremonial sword from the chief. It has a You haven't forgotten what we're doing today, right?
Of course not! We're gonna wake Leela up, and then ask him just what the—
And I've prepared the rest of the tools for the ceremony per Granny's instructions. We've dotted all—
Good work, kiddo. Then without further ado, let's get started. I give offerings from the mystic smoke, the gift of stars on a moonless night. Glory be to the ruler of death. Fade. Fade.
Whoa! Is this one of her magic spells? This whole place suddenly—
Keep your voice down. We mustn't disturb her.
We, the children of the Priest King, swear to abide by the ancient pact. I am Seedlali. Hear my command. I am the Shepherd of Doomsday.
Oh, look! Leela's spirit is back. It's coming towards his body.
I shall pierce the cloak of night with flintstone and banish all souls that do not belong. Leela, obey my command. and return to the land where the sun shines.
Did it work?
Huh? Where am I? And who are you? Whoa! Granny Eatsley! I mean, High Priestess Lolly! Please have mercy!
Oh, guilty conscience, huh? So, you know full well. Do you have any idea how close you were to never making it back?
I'm sorry, I messed up. And
Oh, you sure about that? Then say goodbye to your parents. Goodbye, Mom and Dad. I've realized I enjoy life as an empty shell so much that I've decided—
No, please! Please don't, I'm begging you. I'll never do this again, I promise.
Don't thank me. Thank my grandson. If he hadn't sensed something was amiss, I wouldn't—
You're more than welcome, Leela. And don't mind Granny. She's all bark and no bite. Besides, someone tricked you into doing this, didn't they?
No, Mr. Kokuchu had nothing to do with it. It was all my doing. Huh? Well, I mean, he suggested the method of using a powerful spirit relic as a medium, but it was my decision to go through with it. I'm sorry. I'm the one to blame.
The brainwashing is strong with—
So did Kokuchu provide the relic?
He did. He said it was a treasure related to the Mare Javari.
Right, so that proves it. He was using you. He coaxed—
But I'm a spirit duffer who can't cast a single spell. What use would I be to him? Guys like me couldn't sense a spirit even if we spent the rest of our lives sitting and meditating. But Mr. Kokuchu said that if I brute force the spell and immerse myself in a spiritually rich substance, I might be able to catch—
Still, brute forcing a spell when you're a spirit duffer is like—
I know, I'm sorry. It's just— everyone in this tribe is so—
I totally understand how you feel, Leela. Some seeds effortlessly grow into beautiful cabbages, while others struggle with all their might. Who knows why this is the way things are? Maybe that's just life. I know saying this doesn't change anything either, but I hope it makes you feel a little bit.
Let's pause this discussion for now. We need to get you to Matla's for a checkup.
Okay, looking good. Seems like this guy got off lightly. Just,
That's relief. I've heard of cases where people's bodies started
What a horrifying
Anyway, Leela, even though we didn't know each other—
Well, maybe you don't know me, but I've heard all about you. The same goes for High Priestess Lolly, the Traveler, and Paimon.
Huh? Even us?
This might sound corny, but you're exactly the kind of people I've always dreamed of becoming. But it's clear to me now. Honestly, why'd I have to be born a spirit duffer? Nah, it's alright, really. I'm used to being useless by now. Auroron, I think you're right. It's just a fact of life. I promise I won't take another risk like this.
Oh, Leela.
It's okay. There's no need to comfort me.
Hey, you little rascal. What are you talking—
Huh? What's wrong, High Priestess Lolly?
I said, look at me. Take a good hard look.
Granny, what are you talking about?
What do you think, Traveler? Another case of happy to help written on someone's face?
Hold on. I think either my mind's playing tricks on me, or her entire body is an illusion. No, it must just be my imagination. I wouldn't—
Wait, I know this trick. It's the same one I used a while back.
You see? You can perceive some spiritual abnormalities now.
Really?
But where are you going, Granny?
Where do you think? I'm going fishing, Someone triggered the trap I set in the cave. Looks like our friend Kokuchu took the—
What?
Sorry, can't talk now. You'll find me in the cave. can't believe it. He got away. Oh, this is terrible. Why'd I have to go and act so cocky about it? This Kokochu must be a real escape artist or something. But I can't tell them that.
St. Lolly, did you get him?
Given that she's the only person here, I'm guessing...
I thought I'd let him go, but I left a mark on him. So if he comes around here again, I'll be able to...
Oh, so Granny had only pretended to leave the cave, when in fact...
Ah, so just like how you caught Aurora. But how did you know Kokochu would come here?
Because I planted the bait here. The Mayor Javari map and the bow shard. Left them both on the table. And sure enough, my trap was triggered just moments after.
So you really did set up traps here after all.
Of course. It's just that they'd never do anything to either.
See? What did I tell you?
So, Mr. Kokochu, you used me after all. This whole time, all...
That's right. I've been wondering about the moment I confirmed the Mayor Javari's location. He was counting on Leela's spirit getting lost, and the tribe coming to his rescue. Then...
Oh, so he was fishing too! It was all a ploy to lure in an actual...
Yep. And some...
I'm sorry. I took the bait. But so did Granny.
The nerve! I only got involved because of...
Either way, Kokchu played us like a fiddle. Huh. He managed to accomplish his goal.
You could say that again. Imagine if he tried to approach St. Lolly direct. Although, actually, St. Lolly, why did you let...
Because I couldn't risk using my full abilities.
Was it my fault for picking a bad place? I went looking for somewhere with a wealth of spiritual energy when I first decided to help Leela. And
Mad Sage?
Yeah, he's napping right behind that wall. We'd have a whole new situation on our hands if we woke. I do have some good news, though. I snatched the shard and map back before he bolted, so I may have restrained my...
That's great! So he left empty-handed!
Yes, sort of. The bad news is he did get a look at the...
Yeah, that's kind of worrying. What if he's got some sort of...
Don't worry. I'll keep tracking him. Also, Leela, if it's all the same to you, I'd like to give the shard and map to the traveler.
Absolutely. That's completely fine. The Traveler deserves it.
None of us are interested in them. And if there's any chance of them leading you to the Mayor Javari... Granny Eatsley has a sense for these things.
So, Granny Eatsley? Do you think I'm still a spirit duffer?
What kind of a dumb question is that? You saw through my illusion, didn't you? I mean, that's partly because I deliberately made it. Auroron, give this guy some lessons when you've got the time. Leela, put in the work, and we'll see how far you get.
Amazing. Life is so full of surprises. As long as you keep moving forward, I'm so happy for you, Leela. Let's both give this our best shot, and who knows?
You all right? I have to return the ceremonial sword to the chief shortly. But I'll leave everything else in the camp as... Huh? Huh? What is this? What's going on? How did he know I like those books? No, that's ridiculous. Don't be silly. I bet Auroron sold me out. A little... Still, he remembered. That's gotta mean something, right? Why make a no- focus! He asked me a question. Sure, why not?
Thank you for everything. These are for you. They're all homegrown.
I'm gonna apply myself hard and learn everything I can. Although, to be honest, I'd rather become a...